Gabby Poss, a GAfutures representative.
And I'm Anna O'Brien, another GAfutures representative.
Welcome to PS Money Matters. This is a show where we help Georgia students plan, save, and pay for life after high school.
Today, we're focusing on questions we hear all the time from both high school students and post-secondary students about Georgia Futures, financial aid, and what's next for your education.
First up, is this account required? Yes, a GAfutures account is actually a law now that every high school student must have this account.
Yeah, it's not just a formality. Your account is your personal hub. It's your one-stop shop for tracking your Hope GPA, applying for state scholarships and grants, and even exploring careers in colleges. So you're probably now wondering, how do you create this awesome Georgia Futures account? Lucky for you, it's really quick. All you have to do is go to our website, GAfutures.org, click that Create an Account button in the top right-hand corner, fill out your personal information like your name, date of birth, email, and create a unique username and password that you have saved somewhere. And then finally link your account to your high school so your Hope GPA will update automatically.
Like, you can take a screenshot of your username and password and put it in your hidden photos. That's a good tip. Another pro tip is use your personal email. Don't use your high school email ever again for things like this because it's going to disappear after graduation. The other thing that I would recommend is make sure that personal email is something you would share with anybody because it can be the deciding factor between whether or not you get a scholarship or somebody else does.
Absolutely. So you're in high school. What else should you be doing now to prepare for these college costs?
So first, you're going to explore your options early. Your GAfutures has a college search tool, a career assessment, and scholarship search. Scholarship search.
Yes, and I cannot recommend those career assessments more. Me and my friends, especially in college, when we were maybe a little unsure about our majors, we would take those career assessments frequently to make sure that we're still on the right path.
Right.
And speaking of that scholarship search, learn the deadlines. Not only will FAFSA open in the fall for the next academic year, but scholarships also have different deadlines. So your college may have certain deadlines for FAFSA, and all those scholarships on our website also could have different application deadlines. Some close in the fall, some close in the spring, some are open all throughout the summer. So it's important to just keep track.
And don't stop applying just because you have a certain dollar amount. Keep applying for scholarships all the way through college. This is how you can afford to go to school and not have to work if you get enough scholarship money.
Absolutely.
The third thing you're going to do, though, is track your grades. Remember, your Hope GPA is not calculated like your high school GPA. It's calculated by GAfutures, and that is the only GPA that matters when it comes to whether or not you receive Hope.
Absolutely. So if you're already in college, what's next for you? If you're a current post-secondary student, a lot of times your questions are usually about keeping your aid and finding more of it.
So check your Hope and Sale Miller status regularly. Your eligibility is reviewed every 30, 60, and 90 credit hours. And if you drop below the GPA requirement, you can lose your award amounts.
Again, college students, search for scholarships every semester. Like we just said, Georgia Futures has listings, and your school's foundation often has funds for continuing students as well.
And you can get financial aid if you change schools, but it's very important that you update your school information in your FAFSA and on your GAfutures account because it doesn't automatically follow you. It has to be reassigned.
So. Yes, and if you switch programs, say from a bachelor's to a technical program, you may qualify for different types of Hope funding, like the Hope Grant or the Hope Career Grant.
Look for last dollar aid programs, the gap filling scholarships from your school. Some counties and cities also have local funds. And remember, right now the answer is no, you don't have this money. So the worst thing that they can tell you is no. You've already got that. Just ask.
Yes. And remember, working part-time, using work study, or applying for employer tuition reimbursement can help fill that gap without you having to take on too much loan debt.
Whether you're in high school or getting ready for your first semester, or you're already in college or wondering what's next, GAfutures.org is your go-to tool for planning and paying for your education.
Absolutely. Your future doesn't just happen. You plan for it.
Yes, it does. I'm Gabby Poss.
And I'm Anna O'Brien. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of PS Money Matters, and we will see you next time.